How is the safety valve calibration table tested? Before the official start of the experiment, close all valves and open the relief valve. Note that the check switch must be turned off. Then open the cylinder and connect it to the compressed air. We can then add the valve to the console. After installing the safety valve, click the Step Up button. Clamp the safety valve. When releasing, click the Release button to release the safety valve. What about the valve here? It is used to adjust the upper limit of the tightening force. The upper limit of clockwise rotation tightening force increases. The upper limit of counterclockwise rotation tightening force is reduced, according to the diameter of the safety valve and the setting pressure. To make a choice, then we see the test bed. Nitrogen inlet switch is the switch between the nitrogen cylinder and the device. Turn it on before the device can penetrate the medium gas source. The high-pressure needle valve is the switch of the small gas cylinder inside the equipment. If you need to pressurize for high-pressure detection, you need to open it. Then pull up the pump and pull the valve to pressurize. The high-pressure gauge shows the high-pressure pressure inside the equipment. High-pressure media for boundary verification. When you need to boost the pressure, it only needs to exceed 5 of the test pressure. 6 MPa will do. For example, to test 20 trillion, you only need to reach 25 or 6. There's a barometer over here. It is to divide and limit the pressure from high-pressure nitrogen. We get a plume of low-pressure nitrogen, restricted by the pressure regulator at the bottom. Clockwise rotation pressure increases. Rotate counterclockwise to reduce pressure. The maximum can only be adjusted to about 1.1. When performing verification, we can use these two different gas sources to test. Barometer in the middle shows the compressed air pressure inside the device. Compressed air is mainly used for purging guns. And then there's the booster pump inside the device. Provide a power to the booster pump. How to use these two gas sources? When you turn on the low voltage calibration switch, and the output is this reduced pressure nitrogen. When you turn on the high voltage calibration switch, output pressure is this undecompressed high pressure. Pressure on the pressure gauge. Then we set the pressure according to the safety valve. Select a pair of pressure gauges to open. Select the pressure gauge. The rule is the best range for pressure gauges should be 1/1 to 1/3 to 3/2 of the scale. That's about it. A range of 60 degrees is the optimum range for use. The allowable range is within 3/4 of the range. And then, we open the safety valve calibration table on the computer. Software. Before detection. So let's go to the lab setup. Fill in two important experimental information. We see commissioned calibration number and required setting pressure. Two pieces of information must be filled in. If you don't fill it in, it cannot be verified. After filling it out, click Confirm to enter. Then make sure, is the sensor we selected correct? The first step during the experiment is to click to set the start and stop. The red letter display system is being adjusted. Then we can make the safety valve jump. To determine whether the setting pressure of the safety valve is qualified, according to the required pressure, I turn on the high voltage calibration switch. The output pressure is enough. After finishing the setting, we release more than 1/3 of the pressure. Then check the start and stop. After clicking Check Start Stop, we need to complete the whole process. The scarlet letter below will show us how to do it, how much pressure to put. For example, checking and tuning in sequence. Please open the calibration valve. Is to let us jump the safety valve for the first time. Then we need to decompress. Then raise the pressure to 90% to maintain the pressure. How about here? That's the margin of error we allow for the jump. And the holding time set when holding pressure. After the whole operation is completed, then the experiment ends. After the experiment is over, we can switch the query interface on the interface. Find the results of the experiment. we can click on the verification report and verification record to view two different reports. Click Generate Verification Record or Generate Verification Report. You can query the experimental data in the action sheet below.